Capital, could you talk again?
You are my fire, the one. Is that good?
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Creatorcast, Season 2, Episode 4. I honestly don't know what we're on by this point. We have Capital Cosplay here. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. But yeah, we
Good.
got the whole gang here. I said the whole gang. It's us two and Capital.
What's poppin'? I don't know. I keep missing these because I'm busy.
Yeah.
But I'm back.
You've been on half the ones this season so far, including this one. So
50-50 is pretty good odds.
yeah. I'm gonna start with the questions. All right. Basic interview stuff.
Cool.
You have a very unique look, I feel like, compared to a lot of other cosplayers. And I feel like a lot of it goes into the eyes of your suits.
Yes. I feel like a big component of a big component of Spider-Man is the eyes, right? The eyes kind of shape the suit. There's a lot of edits that you see online where it's like, oh, what if Tom Holland's suit had Andrew Garfield's eyes? And that completely changes the entire look of a costume. I feel like it kind of, they say in real life, kind of the eyes are the key to the soul. So if you bring that to Spider-Man, then the way they are kind of is the soul of, or the heart of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And also I try to make, Zach makes my shells, or Sensational Spidey. If you don't have a facial from him, go buy one. But I try to get all my face shells to kind of look like they're in the same universe or same art style as well. So they kind of, all my suits look like they're from the same comic book, sort of.
I really like that. And you also did something really crazy. You took the noir eyes and somehow made them look like your other eyes, exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I got lucky there. I tried out a bunch of different things. I tried steampunk goggles at first because I know Hexbex. I saw them online and they had the steampunk goggles and I really liked that as well. I saw a couple other cosplayers, but then I noticed my second last iteration, I kind of looked like the Screenslaver from The Incredibles 2. So that wasn't that great. And then I found these on Etsy and they just work perfectly.
That's awesome.
I'm really happy with how they turned out.
It's weird seeing the Ditko suit with your body type.
Really?
Yeah, because it sometimes throws me off because the Ditko eyes are so small, yet you have very broad shoulders and you're very tall.
Yeah.
So it kind of just throws me off sometimes.
Well, I'm not that tall. I'm 5'11" and a half.
I got my suit, by the way. I haven't updated the Creatorcast.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I saw him.
Thank you.
Can we get a mask showcase? Ooh.
I had it hung up on the wall back there a little bit ago, and then it fell, and I was so worried it broke.
Sucks.
And then you just got the Galaxy Spider, or the... What's it
Cosmic
called?
Spider-Man.
What's that?
Cosmic Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a great
I'm really
suit.
happy with that one. Usually, I'm not a big muscle shading guy just because I like to stick to every suit kind of looking like they're in the same universe, like I said before. But I feel like for Cosmic Spider-Man, you can make exceptions because it's supposed to be something so mythic or ethereal that the shading kind of just makes more sense than no shading.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
But kind of, let's start with the basic ask everybody questions. How did you sort of get into the cosplaying realm?
So I've been kind of cosplaying since I was little. I made my own. I didn't make my own suit. I got my first Spider-Man suit. I've been dressing up as Spider-Man since I was probably since I saw the Raimi movies when I was little.
Yeah.
I had the old Scott Johnson Spider-Man suit. like from the Halloween store, the like classic
yeah.
red and blue with the like reminiscent, kind of like the Raimi eyes, but like a more comic book style. And then
Yeah.
obviously the little Raimi suits. And then I went to my first Comic-Con in cosplay when I think I was like 12 as the Ultimate Spider-Man. So I was like really short. And then I made my own face shell out of an Iron Spider like mask from Toys R Us. And then I got just some foam from Michaels, and then the film or the PC fan mesh from Amazon, and I glued them all together and made it work. And my dad helped me too, so he was a big part of like helping me support through my like OG cosplay journey. And so yeah, I showed up to Ottawa Comic-Con as Ultimate Spider-Man, and I totally sued it because I was built like Ultimate Spider-Man at the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I've been doing it ever since. And then I stopped for a bit. And then after No Way Home, it kind of just like re-sparked my love for Spider-Man so much. And I was like, I need to start doing it. And so that's where I started Capital Spidey.
That's awesome.
Like really started it, yeah.
What project are you most proud of? Would you think that you've done?
When I was recently, I think my most proud kind of like collage of just like, because most of my suits are of collage of a bunch of different creators and artists from a bunch of different people, like Zach's face shells, pattern makers, and then usually I edit patterns myself. But I think my most proud cosplay in the past little while has been Noir. I feel like it's the most elaborate one. It's really sweaty, but I think it pays off.
Yeah.
But when I was 16, or 15, I also made a Nova costume out of cardboard and foam and rubber boots. And so I was pretty proud of that one at the time too, but it's made out of rubber boots and cardboard and foam, so it doesn't look as great.
Fair. Speaking of comics, and this is a horrible segue into this question, with you being able to afford them, what do you do outside of cosplay?
That's a big question. Well, currently I'm in my first year of university. So I'm in film studies. So I watch movies a lot of the time. I play video games. I'm a big Fortnite nerd. I say that, I don't think I say that proudly, but I say that definitely. And so I'm a pretty social person, I'd say. So kind of just like hang out with friends, watch movies. But honestly, I'm just Spider-Maning a lot of the time.
That's awesome.
It's school and Spider-Man kind of take up my time.
But like, what with Spider-Maning, what do you do? Because a lot of your pictures are just like you standing there.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm kind of just on my phone, just like interacting, because I'm also on Twitter a lot of the time too. Yeah, it's kind of sad, like Twitter takes up a lot of my time, but just like interacting with the community it kind of takes more of my time than the actual content itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I am. I show off the suit a lot, but I've posted one group of pictures with it while I was in my room.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, I kind of need to expand my picture taking repertoire, because like if you scroll through my page, I'd say probably like a good portion of them is just like mirror selfies or just like some sort of selfie. So yeah, but hey, it works. So
you did one photo shoot that I think was great, and it was the one with I think it was an Andrew and a Toby cosplayer.
Yes.
Like that. Yes. I feel like that was great.
No Way Home if it was good. Yeah, but yeah, I love that. Those are the two. I live in Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada, hence my username Capital.Cos. And so there's two other Ottawa Spider-Man in the area. One's named Ottawa Spidey and the other is named Yao Spidey. And so they are known for doing the Andrew Garfield suit and the Tobey Maguire suit. So it's cool hanging out with them sometimes.
That's awesome.
But I'm not really built for Tom, so.
Yeah, you'd be a good Andrew.
Thanks. Yeah, I might have to switch with one of them because they're both shorter than me. So it looks funny having Tom like a foot taller than Toby and Andrew.
Tom, who's notoriously short as Spider-Man.
Yeah, who's notoriously like 5'7".
Speaking of casting, I do want to talk about this. What are y'all's opinion on the Fantastic Four?
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you like to go first?
I say fire. I love it.
I think it's 50-50.
Like
How so?
exactly 50-50?
Yes. I think two of them are really good and two of them are not. Like, and they're not bad, but like they could have been better.
Would you like John Krasinski or something?
No. I think The Thing and The Invisible Woman were casted like perfectly, right? But Human Torch, especially, I'm not super killer about, and I know you are, Jade. I know you are. I'm not, because I don't think he'd be that great of a Human Torch.
I saw a comment on it on Twitter, and like taking my opinions from Twitter obviously isn't like the best thing to do. But if the post, because I see a lot of people talking about how it's placed in the 60s or it might be placed in the 60s, and while the last two Johnny Human Torches were like heavy hitters like Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan, like those are like ooh la la kind of people. Having what's his name? What's the
Joseph
new guy's name? Joseph Quinn as the new one. First of all, I don't think like in any regard he's like, ooh, like he's an ugly man. But I think if you're being placed in the 60s, especially in that picture, I think they capture the like 60s aesthetic of a handsome man a lot better than like a now like handsome man, because like the standards for beauty are a bit different, and he's kind of like, as long as he has the ego of a handsome man, I think like he'll fit the role.
That's what I think. For me, that's my. I don't think he will be able to do that as good as I think other people could.
Yeah, I mean they're all amazing actors. So.
They are, yeah. I really like Pedro Pascal, but I don't. I just look at him and I don't think, oh, that's Mr. Fantastic.
Hey, Heath Ledger, Robert Pattinson. You know. That's true.
True. I'm not saying it's awful. I'm not saying I'm completely opposed. You know, but I don't know. But I'm definitely not one of the people who are like, oh, John Krasinski and so and so didn't get in. I'm so angry. I'm so
glad Emily Blunt and John Krasinski were not them.
I still think John Krasinski would have been great.
He would have been great. I think he would have been great, but I don't know why. I just hate Emily Blunt as the idea of
I do too.
Sue. Just like it rubs me the wrong way for some reason. So glad that didn't happen. I also think I had a big fan cast. Have you guys seen Outer Banks?
I have not.
Or the new Uncharted movie?
No.
Okay, there's an actor named Rudy Ponkow, and he is in Outer Banks, and he plays Nathan Drake's brother, or like Tom Holland's brother in Uncharted movie. And I think he would have been the perfect Johnny Storm. And also just like having the dynamic of him and Peter would have been so good.
Yeah, I also think a good option that I always thought would be really good for Human Torch, just in general, not specifically like 60s Human Torch, just in general, would have been Glenn Powell. He was in the new.
I want him to be Booster Gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That sounds
Yeah.
actually that'd be sick.
This might be kind of weird, but
I like weird.
when we were first starting to like talk about all like the casting for the Fantastic Four and everything, one of my first thoughts for a good Human Torch would have been I'm forgetting the actor's name, Huey from The Boys.
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
Huey.
was Flash.
Yeah.
What?
Barry Allen.
Oh,
Oh.
I could see that a lot better.
Yeah. I wanted as like a gag, because they had Korg turn into like a funny rock man in the MCU. I had like a secret casting. I really wanted Seth Rogen to be the Thing. I think that would have been the best thing ever, because just think about the Thing laughing like Seth Rogen, and then have like, because like it's like the rocks inside him.
Oh my god.
But that didn't happen. In another universe, maybe.
Okay, but wait. You said 50-50. What were your guys' opinions on Pedro Pascal?
I think he's gonna cook.
I like him. I like him a lot. I definitely like him. I like him in The Last of Us. Like, a lot. Like, he's a really good actor, but I don't know. Like, but I think, like, just for the character, at least from first impressions wise, I don't know. At least, like, from what I've seen of him before, I don't know if he's the best Mr. Fantastic. But you know, I'm not one to choose and say what's good or bad.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
we'll see. You know, me saying that I'm not like super 100% about it doesn't mean that I can change the entire casting of the Fantastic Four. You know, so
Yeah. Go find Feige. Give him a
yeah,
word.
call him up.
Nathan Fillion is Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, Nathan Fillion would be.
Yeah.
That
I
would
love
be
Nathan
cool.
Fillion's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him
Really?
What?
when I was like really little. Yeah,
Oh my god.
my mom's like a super big like Serenity Firefly fan.
Yeah.
So we met him at Comic-Con.
That's awesome.
That's sick. I met, I saw Jason Momoa at Comic-Con like 2 years ago. He's so tall. It's crazy.
Did you guys know when they originally called him in for the interview, he thought he was going to be Lobo?
He should. That's
Like-
why I swear he's going to be Lobo in the new DCU.
That would be awesome.
He has to be.
But yeah, no, I think that would work really well.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, since we've been talking about DC a lot, and I feel like I've been a lot more than usual on the podcast. I feel like, what? I don't know if you guys are like super into this kind of stuff, or like if you guys been following it. But do you guys have any opinions on the new Suicide Squad game? Because I heard like some people hate it really bad, and some people like it a lot.
I really like Sunset Overdrive, and it reminds me of Sunset Overdrive. But I think, as long as they didn't actually kill the Justice League, I think it's a great game. But if they actually did, it's like, why? Like, imagine if Marvel made a game called Kill the Avengers. Like, that would make 0 sales.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of the same. Like, why?
Except
Why?
I would have been fine if they killed the Justice League, but they set it in the Arkham universe. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
Also, I saw a lot of the fights, or the villains, like, they're very anticlimactic when they die.
Yeah.
So,
Because I don't think
Kinda
Superman even has like a death cutscene. I think he just like falls and that's it.
yeah, he's just like, ah! And then he falls. And I swear if that was loud.
Yeah. What about have you guys seen any stuff about the new Crisis on Infinite Earths movie?
Like the one with the iffy animation.
Yes.
I thought it had iffy animation, and I
Yeah.
thought Flash's design was horrible.
It's the cheek things.
Yeah, and they also gave him the logo, like, of his thing on his belt, and they tilted it.
What?
Yeah, it's not. It's
I was also gonna ask, because this is Spider-Man, everything is Spider-Man. And I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, but the big old Spider-Man kind of news going around is the new movie that just came out that everyone hates really badly.
Oh yeah.
it has Sydney Sweeney, and Dakota Johnson, and the other two who are super cool.
So not the best movie, I assume.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's. Not.
I heard it's atrocious, like really, really awful.
Hey,
Like-
there's Morbius.
I heard it's Morbius bad.
I heard people say it's worse.
Yeah,
I heard
me
people
too.
say it's worse than Morbius.
Me too.
Yeah.
When will Sony learn? Like, stop making bad movies. Like, it's not. I feel like it's not that hard.
How do you guys think Craven will turn out?
That is Aaron Taylor Johnson, so it's gonna be good.
I like him, but I think he's not a good pick to be Craven. Like, that's something I.
Isn't he playing Craven's son?
No, he's playing Craven.
No, he's playing
Oh.
Craven.
If he was playing
Isn't he-
Craven's son, I could see that working out a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not. He just doesn't. I don't know. I love him. I really like him a lot, especially in like Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
I
he was in
guess.
Bullet Train. I still need to watch
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Have you seen Kick-Ass?
Oh my god, I love Kick-Ass.
So good.
Okay,
He's so good in that.
Yeah.
Quicksilver.
Yeah, but
I still don't think Quicksilver should have died.
Well, bring him back. Bring him back in Deadpool 3.
Dude, people were like actually thinking that they would do that.
I know because that one clip of him killing the TVA agents was like in the same kind of like looking forest as Age of Ultron.
Dude, okay, if they brought him back, imagine how many problems that would solve for the MCU. Like Multiverse of Madness probably wouldn't have happened. WandaVision probably wouldn't have happened.
Dude, honestly, okay, this might be a hot take, and I'm sorry for the people watching this, but Wanda and Taylor Swift, I do not like for the same reasons, and that's their fans. They kind of have the same, just like ride or die fans that kind of just like have, I don't know.
Yeah,
like, I'm not dissing Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm kind of dissing Taylor Swift because I think she should use her plane a lot less. But some of her songs are bangers. I will give her that. But her fans are a bit much sometimes. And same with Scarlet Witch fans, especially MCU Scarlet Witch fans, because they just don't understand that like that Scarlet Witch that you're fangirling over is not like the Scarlet Witch that is Scarlet Witch. Like you're cheering over like some white chick.
Because Wanda in the MCU, I feel like used to be so good. Like Civil War, Age of Ultron Wanda.
She was like one of my favorite characters, honestly. Like up early at that point.
And then she lost her accent.
No.
That's when it got bad.
But I don't know. I think like WandaVision, like I really liked it. Well, it's like how the way I think about like every show, not every, but most of the shows, like Marvel shows that are coming out, is like they start off pretty strong. Like I really like the beginning, and like they're really interesting and creative at the beginning, and then over time, as they get closer and closer to the end, it just gets worse. I feel like.
I feel like Loki is the one that like.
Some exceptions.
Loki is really good.
Yeah, I'd say Loki, especially season 2.
I really like Moon Knight. I don't know if that's a hot take.
Moon Knight. Those would be like my only ones that I'd say are like that I don't think that.
What If has been such a disappointment.
You know, okay, this is something I've noticed. I feel like with all of the Disney Plus shows, they seem like TV shows because they are, but like I've noticed, I feel like with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I feel like it actually felt like a Captain America.
That was a good
movie.
one. Yeah.
I like that. I thought.
Yeah, that was really good.
I don't know. I hear a lot of people saying that they really didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I loved it. I thought it was really good. Yeah. I don't know if it's just like me, I guess, but like I feel like in general, TV shows, like newer TV shows, I've just like started watching and then just lost it, like just lost interest of over time. Like the biggest one I tried to watch, because I'm a big fan of like the universe it's in, is Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, which is like a spin-off of the Godzilla, like the American Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
But like it started off really strong, and then over time it just got so boring and uninteresting, and I just stopped watching it.
I feel like they're all trying, like all TV shows are just trying to rush stuff by this point. Like nothing can take its time.
Let yourself cook.
I feel like Marvel is scared to do comic accurate suits.
Yeah, bro. Like no one's like put this man in spandex and a bullseye on his forehead, and everyone will love him.
I feel like they're like, oh, look, we got the comic accurate suit, and they immediately change it like as they get the comic accurate suit. Like I heard, I saw that for the new Captain America movie, like because at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, we got like the pretty comic accurate Captain America suit, which was sick, and I loved it so much. And then they're like pictures that were like shown off of like the new one, and it's just completely different, and it just looks like Falcon's suit but blue.
Why does everybody need a new suit every movie? Like,
no.
Like I feel like
marketing, I guess.
Yeah, it's to sell more toys, but like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so pissed about Spider-Man. Like, Iron Man, okay, that made sense. He was always improving his suits. That's fine.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, I would have loved Far From Home in his normal suit. I love the Far From Home suit. Sort of. But
yeah,
I prefer the No Way Home variant of the Far From Home suit. It has more black.
Yeah, me too. I prefer I feel like that suit, and then my second favorite Tom Holland suit that was never used was the Civil War.
Yes.
Yes. If they had that suit in the movie, every suit from then on out would have been so good. Because every suit post Civil War was based on his logo in that movie. So if he had the better logo, which is like the Romita Senior logo,
I thought it was the Ditko one. Oh no, you're right.
And like Iron Spider would have probably looked like actual Iron Spider, because instead of taking that emblem and just like making it bigger, they would have had to like change it up. Or like even if they made that logo bigger, that would have kind of looked better for an Iron Spider look. And then the Far From Home suit, the logo was based, and like the whole costume was based around like, oh, it looks the same. But I feel like you can't. In another universe, I guess, you know.
Okay, so, Capital, I'll ask you this, and then TJ, I want your opinions as well. Okay, if there were to be a live-action Invincible movie, who do you think would be best to play?
Ryan Potter.
What?
Ryan Potter.
Damn. All right.
That's, I think. So the guy who played Beast Boy in Titans.
Oh.
Oh. You know that? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
had
having
that
trouble-
casting locked in.
Dude, okay, but the voice actor for him looks just like him. Like,
Okay, but he's also 40.
and
I guess like you could do. I thought they were making an Invincible live action movie with Seth Rogen directing it. Like that was happening. That was confirmed. That was
Really?
placed. Yeah, but I don't know if that was a rumor going around. But I swear that was the thing going. It needs to happen then.
dude, there's this one guy. I don't know his name, but that I think would be an amazing Mark. I love how that doesn't give you any information, but
Oh, that one guy.
yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
No, Zach needs to cosplay Invincible.
Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, I think Valhalla Ice Jake is doing the blue and black Invincible suit right now,
Oh, awesome.
where he's putting it together. But
I've seen that like the suit.
yeah, I'm excited. Zach needs to lock in.
But it's like, what's your favorite like obscure like weird Spider-Verse like Spider-Man?
Spider-Man 1602.
Yeah.
What's 16? Oh,
Yeah, I really want to do that cosplay as well, if money was no option. Spider-Man 1602. I have like a weird crush on that suit with the like Shakespeare frills and everything.
Oh yeah.
I think ATX Spider did that suit, and he did a really good job.
dude, I want to do Spider Knight.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Except, okay, I've seen somebody did it. I think it was Ridgepel Cosplays. I'm not sure. Did it, but it was colored red and blue. And I'm thinking like if I did it, I would want to go for like the, like,
Black.
yeah, exactly. But not even like a very vibrant red. I would want it to look like it does in the Ultimate Spider-Man show.
Yeah.
Like dull,
Exactly.
dark red.
Yeah. Web Slinger is also pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like one of my favorites that I really want to be in like a movie, like in a Spider-Verse movie, is Spider's Man.
Yes.
Yeah, he's coming. He's gonna save Miles next movie. You watch.
Dude, that would
There
be
we go,
horrifying. And then he's gonna eat Miles
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah.
eat the spot.
Dude, okay. I just read the Spider-Geddon comic. That shit is brutal. Like,
Yeah.
he teams up with the Norman Osborn version of Spider-Man. And they like, because it's in a universe where Norman Osborn got bitten by a spider and became this like horrible guy. He's Norman Osborn.
Yeah. Usually is a horrible guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they end up teaming up, and Spider's Man, I think, ends up eating a person. Or like the entire comic, he's talking about eating people, but he doesn't. I don't think he actually does it actually.
That's messed up.
But yeah, okay. What cos plans do you have for 2024? Like,
2024. Right now, I'm currently working on a wrestler suit.
nice.
Yep. So I'm going to. It's probably just gonna be like the classic wrestler suit for the most part that you see in the PS4 game. But I have the Spider-Verse Jordans from the first movie. I'm probably gonna use those. And the logo, instead of the wrestler logo, whatever it is, I'm gonna make it the original Ditko logo because my Amazing Fantasy 15 suit doesn't have the big Tik logo, so that suit will have the Tik logo.
Nice.
As a substitute. Yeah. And then Canadian Spider-Man.
Nice.
Because I feel that's necessary as to represent.
Are you Canadian?
The one.
Oh yeah,
I
of
am
course
Canadian. Yeah. Kane. Big Time is a maybe. I'd really like to do Big Time, but that's a bit ambitious. And
we should talk
Superior
after the
Spider-Man.
interview.
Okay. And Superior Spider-Man. I'd like to do that one as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm getting my cousin the Miles 10th anniversary suit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So those are my cosplays.
Those are awesome. All right. We
as
have
well as cosmic.
2 questions we have to ask everybody who comes on here.
Okay.
Sort of. I'm debating if I want to keep the second one around, but like, first off, what do you think will happen to Miguel O'Hara when the year becomes 2099? Do you think they will just rebrand him into the future more, or keep him as Spider-Man?
That's a good question. I think it's kind of like the 2099 universe is kind of like a what if universe of like an alternate future, right? So I feel like the Spider-Man of 2099 is like an alternate, like, oh, this like sci-fi kind of like Blade Runner fantasy of like the now. If like in 2099, if the world doesn't explode already, I think like it could just be like a parallel universe of like, oh, like a what if like sci-fi Blade Runner Spider-Man.
Well, here's kind of the thing for that though, is that Peter Parker hasn't changed shit. Like,
yeah,
he stayed the same age for
2099. Just kill him. He should be dead by then. Yeah.
No, what they should do is bring in Mayday.
Yeah.
That should become main continuity.
I think it should be, and I don't know why it hasn't yet.
Dude, imagine the new Ultimate Spider-Man run leads into a Spider-Girl, like Ultimate Spider-Girl.
It should. It totally should. And then, dude, what's gonna happen to Richard? Is Richard just gonna die?
No, he's gonna become a Green Goblin.
You think?
I could see it.
Little Richard.
I mean, not like while he's young, but like.
Right. Later on.
Yeah. And then obviously the last one. What is your favorite restaurant?
I really like Five Guys.
Five Guys. Oh my God, that's 2 for Five Guys now.
Yeah, Five Guys is really good. You can't beat a big juicy burger.
All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have.
Thank you so much for having me.
Capital, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
my pleasure.
I want to formally apologize that I'm not putting 100% commitment into this because I have other stuff going on. But it's nice to be here when I can, and yeah, this was fun. I just want to say, for me, it's like I'm my last semester of high school, so it's like I have to deal with that.
Good luck.
Crap.
That sucks. Balls.
Yeah, but yeah, so sorry that I'm not here all the time.
You're here for this one, and that's what counts.
Yeah. All right, TJ, can you do like the end promotion stuff, because you do it better than I do?
All right. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. We are on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We have a Patreon as well. And if you really want to support us, and genuinely, that's the best way you can. We don't get any other sort of like help or anything from these platforms yet because we haven't grown enough. So if you want to support us, subscribe, share it to other people who you think would enjoy it, and help us out on Patreon because that's the best way you could support us.
And on Patreon, you will get the full hour-long interviews.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, only $2 a month. Check it out.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week.